Let's get a good stretch.
Good evening, meme team. This is episode 26 of Nintendo Unleashed. Joining me today is just Connor. Say hello.
Hi.
Unfortunately, Arms is somewhere and could not join us. Neither could Kel Senpai, so it's going to be
Yes,
just us
I'm
two.
sorry. We promised the amiibo
Yeah.
expert on Twitter, but unfortunately, he's busy too.
Yeah. So, life goes on. But we've got some neat topics today, including some Mario Maker stuff, some Happy Home Designer stuff, some bunch of Dragon Quest stuff, as well as Splatoon stuff. So just a bunch of cool, fun game news. It's been mostly positive.
Mhm.
We're gonna start off with what we've been playing. How about you, Kanye? What's been on your repertoire this week?
Again, I don't think I really played much. I've played more Rocket League and J Stars, and then I also started because Arms, being a poop, Persona 4.
Oh, nice, not bad. Is it decent? How is it?
Well, I'm only an hour and a half in,
Okay, so hard to
so
do.
yeah, I don't really want to judge considering
Yeah.
it's like what a 50-hour game.
Hmm.
So I like it so far.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah.
And there's not a massive amount of grinding that you're hitting yet, or is that something you're seeing?
Well, I played on very easy, which
Oh, okay, so
Arms
it's,
said play on very easy, and the game even says if you just want to experience the story, play very easy. And there's only actually been one battle so far, and it like is a forced battle to like go how they want it, not
right. Like not something that you actually affect. Okay, so it's something it's gonna like one outcome is gonna happen.
yeah. And the rest has mostly been visual novel story. There hasn't even been really any free movement. It's been
Mm,
a little bit, but not much.
nice. Yeah, that's one of those games that if I get my hands on a Vita or a PS3 sometime soon, which could very well happen, it's something I want to try out. I've read a lot about that game. Um, I've been playing Splatoon. I guess sort of getting mentally ready for the big update, which we'll talk about later. Getting frustrated at Smash Bros. As usual. And Binding of Isaac, which I'll talk a little bit about because I have a lot of thoughts about it. So the game Rebirth finally came to Nintendo platforms after initially we thought that wasn't going to happen, but it came to Wii U, new 3DS, and Xbox One. I got the Wii U version because apparently the 3DS version has some visual glitches and maybe some kind of frame rate issue or something
There
like
was
that.
a patch release that was supposed to
Yeah,
fix that.
right. There was already a patch. Apparently it fixed a lot of the things, but there are still a few issues. So other than that, it sounds like a great port, but I decided to go with the Wii U version. And I'm really, really liking it. It's very unique to what I played. I'm sure there's other games like it. It's described as roguelike, but I haven't really played anything in that genre before. And basically the way the game works, it's basically a Zelda 1 format where you're going through these dungeons, twin stick shooter, and I guess the catch is that everything is really randomized and different every time. And that's what's so fun about it, every run's going to be different. And the only tough thing about that can be sometimes, well, a lot of the time, you have no idea what an item does. So after a while, I was getting tired of looking things up, but I found that there's a free guide app for every single item, so now I just use that. So if I'm confused, I can just type that in, boom. Um, and it's nice. I mean, it's really frustrating to die because it's a permanent death thing. You start over when you die, but I'm pushing a little bit further each time and just getting further, and it's just really fun to see all the new possibilities. So I'm really happy it's finally on Nintendo. As soon as if they patch the 3DS version again, to iron out even more of the bugs, I'll definitely pick it up there as well. I feel like it would be a great portable game, even more addicting in that on-the-go format. But I definitely do not regret my purchase. I think I get what all the hype is about, finally.
The only time I've ever beat Mom, because I suck at that game,
Yeah.
I basically cheated and got extremely lucky with the item drops.
And did
One,
you use that seed or something again?
no, I didn't use seed, but just random item drops.
Hmm.
I got one was every time you push R, your head explodes. And the other was every time you're in an explosion, you restore HP instead of
Oh
lose
my
HP.
god.
So,
So you just have infinite health?
yeah, I just ran around pressing R.
It would kill everything around you and you'd restore health?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, that was the only time I've ever beat Mom.
Oh, that's awesome. I beat her on my first run and in my most recent run, and I made it to the womb in my most recent run. But this eyeball laser enemy killed me instantly once I made it in there, so rip, you know. But I'm pushing a little bit further each time. It's good. It's good. It's quality. And the soundtrack is also awesome. Very spooky. My favorite enemy is the poop, not the little poop, but the medium-sized poop. It slides around. It makes the cute sound. It's hard to imitate, but it makes a very cute sound, so I like it. Even though it's poop.
You know, game's quality when you have to describe enemies by saying not the little poop, but the medium poop.
Yeah. The one that makes the squeal.
Squealing poop.
Yeah. Squealing medium poop. That spawns little poops and charges at you. Yeah, it's a fun game. Despite being very gross, the enemies are very nice. I like the designs a lot. So it's good. Bible thump.
Yeah, don't take the game too seriously if you're going into it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of weird stuff. If you're very religious, don't let it offend you. Because there are a lot of very interesting themes in there. But anyway, we'll move on to what's available this week. Sadly, no GG series for us. Hopefully we'll get that next week or in the weeks to come. And, all good things come to an end, so someday that series will die, but I hope it lives on for a long time,
I hope Nintendo just buys it.
Yeah, and keeps making them forever. Makes them...
GG series is represented in Smash.
GG series Mario Bros. That's the dream come true.
They just rename all their games to have GG series in the title.
Oh my god.
GG series Splatoon.
Yeah, the NX is actually just called GG System. That would be good. Anyway, here's what's available this week without delay. Well, I kind of delayed, but Anyway, I guess it's Kirby's, I want to say 25th anniversary. I don't think it's the 20th. I think it's 25th.
I think it's 21.
21?
Oh, hold on, I'll Google
Maybe.
it while you read it.
Yeah, anyway, so due to that, 3 games are available. A DS game, a Wii game, which, we haven't got Wii games since the initial 3. And the third is a N64 game. So first, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, a Wii game for $20. It's a good game. It's 4 players. If you played Kirby Triple Deluxe on 3DS, I really don't know if it's worth going back to play this one. I really feel like Triple Deluxe improves on this one in every way. Connor, do you agree with that? What do you think about Return to Dreamland?
I kind of like the multiplayer. I like it more than New Super Mario Bros. But yeah, if you played Triple Deluxe and only want to play it single player, then it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, the multiplayer is good though. Carrying each other around, totem, and you can feed each other mouth to mouth or whatever. It's weird. Kirby Squeak Squad on DS, which I've never played, but one of my friends is a big fan of. I guess it's just a sort of traditional. I don't think it has any major gimmicks. Do you know about it?
Squeak Squad, I think, is similar to Mass Attack. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure though.
I know it has mice. So yeah. Nice.
Kirby's 20th anniversary is 2012, so this would be 23.
Got it. All right, so they just decided on a random birthday to give them some games. That's fine. And Kirby 64 and N64, which I haven't played, but it's sort of like a 2.5D. That one's cool because you can mix powers. I know a lot of people are a fan. Maybe it has some mixed opinions, but I'll probably try all 3 of these out. Or no, I've already played Return to Dreamland, but I'll try out Squeak Squad and Crystal Shards. On the Wii U eShop, Badlands Game of the Year Edition, which is a very popular mobile game. I've tried it. It's pretty fun. I'm trying to think. It's like if Flappy Bird was an adventure game. Because you tap to flap, but it's not like an endless runner. It's sort of like you go through these worlds and there's crazy obstacles and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. And it's Badland Game of the Year Edition. Apparently there's a lot of content and co-op. And it's $10, so I'll probably pick that up, maybe. Also on the Wii U eShop, Zeo Drifter, which already came to 3DS and Steam. It's a sort of Metroidvania type game from Renegade Kid, who made Mutant Muds and Dementium. And I believe it's actually cross-buy if you have the 3DS version, which I have. So I'll probably download it, give it a shot, even though it's pretty much the same thing. Why not try it again with off-TV play?
Mhm.
There's also a game called Endless Golf, which I can assume is just that, Endless Golf. Apparently it's procedurally generated, so truly endless.
Wait, isn't the point of golf to like master the holes
Yeah.
so you can get lower each time?
So I guess it's kind of impossible to do that. But if you want to play golf without the point of golf, that's for you. Um, there's a demo for Just Dance 2016. Don't forget to play that.
Oh,
Yeah, can't forget it.
Kel Senpai
Um,
will be happy.
there's a golf game on 3DS as well. It's called Flick Golf, which is apparently a very popular smartphone game now on 3DS. Haven't heard of it, but okay. And there's two board games, Mahjong and Solitaire. They're $10 each. Dear God. So if you want to pay $10 for Solitaire, go ahead. You on Windows 10, you can pay monthly.
Yeah, I was about to say all that controversy about Solitaire on Windows 10.
Yeah.
Here's
Is it-
Solitaire for
Is
10.
it like pay to win? How does it work? Is it like a monthly?
Uh, there's ads, and you can play it for free. But if you want to get rid of the ads, then I think it's like $5 for 3 months or something.
Oh, that's so stupid.
When
For like a built-in.
when I can just download a free smartphone app or buy a deck of cards.
Yeah, for
Sol-
definitely less than $10.
Solitaire is not exactly the hardest game to set up.
Yeah, and cards are 3D, so you're not getting much. But I should stop hating on this game. If you really like Solitaire on your 3DS, sure, go buy it. And there's a theme for Etrian Odyssey Untold 2 classic theme. So if you like that, go do that. Sadly, no Thomas the Tank Engine theme, which Japan got. We're very deeply upset here at BlazeKick.
I don't even understand why Japan got that
Yeah.
and not anywhere else. Well,
Is
I
there
don't
like
think Europe got
is there
it.
a Thomas the Tank Engine anime we don't know about? Who knows?
I'll search that.
But yeah, that's it for this week. And while Connor looks up Thomas the Tank Engine anime,
I typed in Thomas on my anime list and I found two things. One is called Perverted Thomas, and one is called Hippo and Thomas.
all right, I think we can assume neither of those is Thomas the Tank Engine. But anyway, first news story of the week is not a good one, but not really an unexpected one either. Mighty Number 9 being delayed to 2016. The game was originally supposed to come out in spring of this year, then was delayed till September, and now into 2016. So, people's faith in this game is, I don't want to say slowly, but quickly dwindling down. If you look on social media, people are just not really excited anymore.
Especially now that Red Ash
Oh, God.
they
Yeah.
is 100% backed by some Chinese publisher no one's ever heard of, and the Kickstarter's just for extras.
Yay.
Would have been really funny if they couldn't get that deal and like the anime was funded but the game wasn't. Or said
Didn't
that's
they do, like, for Mighty Number 9, like, they did a separate Kickstarter right after for, like, the animated series or something?
I think so.
Oh, my God.
Someone said, I can't wait for the Kickstarter to put Mighty Number 9 back in September.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those jokes. Pretty good. So yeah, that's not very good news. I've not backed that game, so it doesn't really matter to me. I don't plan on picking it up unless it's somehow really good. But if you're backed it, sorry. I guess a lot of people were expecting great things from the game, but
Well, it seemed promising.
yeah, it did. It seemed really promising at first. Everyone was really excited. That thing was funded in a couple hours.
Like, it was one of the first Kickstarters from, we want to make, like, I'm famous for making this type of game.
Right.
The company I originally worked for won't let me make more. I want to
And-
make spiritual successor.
And that sort of brought an onslaught of similar things.
Yeah, now there's,
Ukulele,
like,
Bloodstained.
Yeah. So, it was kind of the first of those, I think. There was
Mhm, it was.
probably a couple before that, maybe, that weren't as huge. But Mega Man hasn't had a game in forever, so
Right.
that was, like, super huge. But it's just been so poorly managed.
I'm glad that sort of, I guess, inspired in a way Ukulele, though, because Ukulele just looks awesome. There's
Yeah.
already a lot more promise behind that game.
Yeah, look, Ukulele had like a ton of gameplay or not gameplay, but like in-engine stuff to
Yeah,
show
like,
with the
the
Kickstarter.
game already looked and sounded beautiful before they even started the campaign, so
Yeah.
it's good. Mighty Number 9 just had a bunch of concept art, which turned out looking nothing like the final game.
And apparently the E3 demo's not even that fun.
Sad. Um, Moving on to Mario Maker, some more positive news. It allows the use of all amiibos for, I think they're calling them like the costume Mario or something like that.
Yeah.
Except for Mii's, which makes sense. I Apparently people were originally saying they weren't planning on using Pokemon, but I guess now they are.
Well, I think it's just a surprise because like Pokemon are the only amiibo not usable in Yoshi's Woolly World.
Right.
Even like the Squid amiibo is usable in that, but Pokemon
Yeah.
aren't.
I'm guessing, is there some kind of copyright thing with Game Freak or?
The Pokemon Company doesn't like the Pokemon being altered,
Okay,
so
that's fine.
I
Fair
guess
enough.
because it's just 8-bit sprites, they're fine with that.
Fine with because Pokemon,
That's
8-bit.
also why the Pokemon like alt colors are usually fairly close,
Mm,
like not changing much.
right. That's interesting. Um, and apparently there's a way in that game to unlock the Mii costumes without using the amiibo. I don't think we know how that is yet.
At E3 they mentioned something relating to like challenge levels,
Mm,
but I don't
interesting.
know if that was if like all of them are that way or if it's gonna
Right.
be like Smash where you can get them different ways.
I'm just glad that's an option because I really want the Wii Fit trainer.
Up,
Um,
up.
Up, up, down.
I want the squid.
Yeah, the squid's good.
Well, I have the squid amiibo, but I want to
Just,
play
yeah,
as
just
the
want to use
squid.
them. Yeah, it's such a cool feature. It sucks that it's only the original Mario, but whatever. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Um, it's great that they all have sound effects and like jingles when you win and stuff, and when you die or
This
something.
also, by the way, includes stuff like Chibi Robo.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And they also said it includes some amiibo cards, but
Mm.
because they specified that, I'm gonna assume it's just the ones that have
The
amiibo
special.
figures like
Yeah,
Isabelle, KK, Nook.
yeah, that's what I would assume.
So I
Uh,
don't think they're gonna like have every single
for
villager.
random villagers, God, yeah,
That
that would take a long time.
you could probably make sprites for Mario 3 and World for every other character in the time it took to make
Yeah.
every villager in just Mario.
Um, and speaking of Animal Crossing amiibo cards, apparently there are over 400 different ones, which is a lot. That's a lot of cards to collect. If you really want every single amiibo, that's, best of luck to you on that one. I'll probably get a couple packs because I'm planning on getting the game maybe. How many villagers are there in Animal Crossing? Are they covering every villager? That I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's like 130 or something in New Leaf.
Oh, all right. Well, that's probably everyone then.
I don't know where the rest
Something.
I don't know if there's enough like major characters. Like there's the Able sisters, Tom Nook, Timmy and Tommy, but I don't know if there's like enough. Like I'm guessing there's gonna be multiples of certain characters or something.
Yeah, and maybe do you think there'll be new ones in this game? That would be interesting.
I don't know. I think there already is. Isn't that
Oh, that red dude
yeah?
or not?
No,
I don't know.
it's like-
Yeah, that.
I think she's pink.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. She's like the main person, like kind of like the Isabel of this game.
Yeah, she's new.
So yeah, maybe there will be new ones in the form of cards, like just new plain villagers. I guess we'll wait and see. Are you planning on picking up any of those cards?
I'll probably buy a pack just because I think I said this last week. I'd noticed I own at least one from every different type of amiibo series.
Mm,
So now I kind of have to force myself to buy Yarn Yoshi and amiibo cards, even though I didn't really want either.
there you go. And more amiibo stuff. Dark Pit came out, I think either today or yesterday.
Today.
Yeah, today.
Well, as I'm
and
recording today.
yeah, and Arms got one.
Yeah, he got one
Did
on
he?
Best Buy. He wasn't planning on
Right.
going to the store.
But unfortunately, he's not here, so we can't talk about it.
From what I heard, most Best Buys were fairly well stocked.
That's good.
Online also seemed to be decent.
Mm,
I don't think it lasted as long as Palutena did, but Palutena was only available.
online,
Yeah, so
right?
and in Canada he wasn't exclusive, and my brother and his girlfriend went to Toys R Us about 2 hours before they opened, and they were the first in line, and
Nice,
they got one. Well,
awesome.
got one each.
All right, neat.
So
Um, yeah, I'm just glad they're becoming easier to find. I know a little while ago we were very doomy gloomy about this whole like, oh, Nintendo, fix it, and Nintendo kept saying they were fix it, but they weren't. Now they're finally looks like they're taking some steps, which is good. Um, I don't know if I'll be able to get one because I went away today. I would have went to Best Buy had I been home, but I'm not home. But it's cool that it's easy to get. Same with Palutena. Um, I haven't really been keeping up with the scheduling of what's coming out when, but
I
I'm not as frantic about it as I used to be. I just kind of pick one up when I can.
I don't think anything else has a date in North America
Mm.
besides Chibi. No, Chibi Robo doesn't have a date yet.
Also, not in here, but we saw Japan got a Chibi. We saw the standalone thing for Japan's Chibi Robo, and it's a very cool package. Doesn't seem like North America will get that because I think Nintendo said multiple times, we have to get the game to get the amiibo,
Mm-hmm.
which is a good way to sell a lot of copies of the game.
Yeah,
But yeah,
makes it harder for scalpers because
right.
that's way more
Yeah, they gotta pay
expensive.
more exactly. Then,
So
then, then they'll charge like $80 for it.
yeah, but if it like, is there going to be a point? Because if it's only usable in Chibi Robo, and I guess Mario Maker, but you can unlock the
Yeah,
skin in Mario Maker anyway, then like, is there like, why would you pay $80 for it?
yeah, it's
So
true.
it's kind of smart to ruin scalpers if
Hmm.
it's well stocked, because no one's gonna pay for the game and amiibo, or for just the amiibo, and if the game's well stocked, no one's gonna pay extra for the game and amiibo.
Yeah. So hopefully it is well stocked. Hopefully they produce enough of those things where the game is not tough to find. Um,
Amazon.ca, the bundle's been up for like a while and they haven't sold out yet.
oh, nice. Okay, that's
So
good.
I don't know.
Um,
Might be using pre-orders as a how much do we need to make guide
right.
instead of
Hopefully, yeah. Instead,
whatever they were doing before.
yeah, like, oh, you don't get one. Sorry. Um, and as a GameStop exclusive, it's rumored that there might be a retro Smash Bros. Amiibo 3-pack, including Rob, Duck Hunt, and Game & Watch. But apparently you'll be able to get them elsewhere as individual, right?
Hmm.
But they'll just or not Target at GameStop they'll only have that triple pack. I guess that's fine if they're not truly exclusive. I'm sure for people that are hardcore collectors and keep them in the box, they're gonna want that one. But I honestly, like, I really want those three figures, but I don't care how I get them, So I guess that makes it easier to get them for some people. So that's fine.
The
I
only
guess it's good news.
the only one out of those three I really want is Game and Watch, so I'll
Nice.
just go wherever.
Hmm.
Probably Toys R Us because they're really well stocked here.
Hopefully there'll be a lot of him since he's probably gonna be really easy to like make,
Yeah.
even though he has different pieces. Do you know which pose you're gonna set him in?
Mm, probably just default and like prop the others against my wall or something.
Mm. I like the trampoline one. I'll probably do that, or not the trampoline, parachute.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool amiibo though. Unique thing. Um, and not exactly an amiibo, but sort of Nintendo toy news. Nintendo might be planning a loot crate type service, which is, if you haven't heard of it, it's sort of where I think every month
Mm-hmm.
they send you a box which has random loot and crap in it, including shirts, I don't know, food, toys, whatever. That could be pretty cool. What if it includes amiibo? That would be crazy. Like the latest amiibo.
Yeah. Lately, Loot Crate have been including like figure type things.
Hmm.
So maybe like kind of someone else said, I think on Reddit, that this might be related to that alternate Club Nintendo thing.
Oh yeah, it could be. That'll be interesting.
And also, according to the rumor, with Loot Crate, I believe you only have the option to do 3 month, 6 month, and 12-month subscriptions.
Got it.
But with Nintendo's, you have 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12-month, and lifetime.
Hmm.
So, wonder if lifetime if you're able to cancel it, because you might get kind of like if you stop liking Nintendo or something.
Or just stop wanting them if they're like not.
Or you're running out of room to store the stuff.
Yeah, if it's lifetime, it's gonna fill up a bunch of space. Um, I'll probably check whatever this is out, assuming the stuff in it is good. I hope it's not like crappy, cheap stuff.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. They'll hopefully say something soon. And God, lots of merchandise things. I guess to celebrate Mario 30th anniversary, Mario Hot Wheels are coming. Beat that.
According to Brazil.
Yeah.
So far, only Brazil has info on this.
And I guess they're kind of vehicles themed off of different games. They have like different skins and stuff.
Yeah, there's one for Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, Dr. Mario, and Super Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dr. Mario's a hearse.
Yeah, Dr. Mario failed his job. They look pretty cool. Since it's sort of from a sketchy-ish source, I guess we're not positive if they're real, but they seem real.
I think it's a legit Brazil toy store
Got it.
that posted about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to pick those up. Hopefully they don't get, become rare. I doubt it, because Mario, popular, but still, I want them. They look cool. I just love Hot Wheels. It's like 5.
I don't think Hot Wheels have problems.
Yeah.
Do they? Like, I'm sure there are rare
I don't know.
ones,
I don't know
but
any hardcore Hot Wheels collectors, so I can't say.
I'll search eBay for the
Yeah.
latest
Rare
Hot
Hot Wheels. Yeah. And lastly, a piece of news a lot of people are freaking over about, I can't speak, freaking out over, but I don't think is a big deal, is The Legend of Zelda being delayed, or not delayed, God, the date in Nintendo's report being changed from 2016 to be determined, which is, Nintendo technically hasn't said the game will come in 2016 yet. They've only said it won't be coming in 2015, so I don't think it's a reason to worry. A lot of the people are saying this is the reason it'll be coming to NX. And even if the game does come to NX, I'm sure it'll come to Wii U as well, so I'm not worried about this.
Yeah, I think it would be a Twilight Princess situation.
Right, yeah, I feel like that's definitely possible at this point. I didn't think it possible before, but after the delay and how soon NX could be coming, I feel like it's very possible. But you never know. It's a game I'm willing to wait for because, I'm hoping that it's going to be really good. It looks really good. Nintendo seems to know what they're doing with it. And hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Just like Half-Life. That's to be determined. Yeah, we'll be right back with a bunch of other great news.
Yeah.
Bye, Dave. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed this great music featuring The Break. We have some other great news, including Smash Brother. Tournament mode is out now. It came out last night. I forgot it was coming out last night, so I was sort of surprised when the game said, you need an update to play online. I got excited. So what's included in this great update is the tournament mode, which I'm going to talk about because I'm a little bothered by it.
I think most people are.
Yeah. The ability to update the replays, which is also a little bit flawed, but not as bad, as well as new costumes and stages and a bunch of nerfs and buffs.
Wii Fit Trainer buff, woo!
Yeah, and Luigi. So, as for the tournament mode, there is no offline tournament mode. which kind of surprised me. I don't know if we knew that. It seemed like that bracket one was offline, but I guess it's not. In addition to the bracket mode, actually, the bracket mode is fine. It's good. Except for the fact that it's really scheduled, so you might have to wait a long time. As for the tournaments that you make custom, you can't do 1v1 tournaments, so it's not a real tournament. So I don't really know what the point is. Why don't you just play online, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could argue that it's technically a tournament, but, you know, when you're playing with 4 players and items, it's just not really balanced. Anybody could win. It's anyone's game. It's not really a test of skill. So it's
Yeah.
just stick with the bracket tournaments. I kind of just wish they would have thought that out a bit more, but I'm glad it's there. You know, I'm not one to complain too much, but it's definitely flawed. I won't deny that.
I also really like how I was watching, I think, Game Explain's video on it, and there was one tournament that had 209 days remaining.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, quality. I want to wait over half a year to see if I won or not. I'll forget by then, and you can only have 4 tournaments at a
You can only
time.
join 4 tournaments at a time, so, like, why would you join that?
Yeah.
I guess that you could make, whatever. You don't live up to 100 people in a tournament. Additionally, in the bracket mode, matches are 2 stock 3 minutes, so it's really difficult to finish a match, which sucks. Also, the replays can't be more than 3 minutes, so unless you have a really short match, you know, good luck uploading your replay.
And if you want to monetize that, have fun.
Yeah. I guess the costumes and stages are alright, though, except for the fact that they're all still overpriced. I mean, I guess the prices on the stages are fine, because you're getting an Omega stage and a regular stage. But for the costumes, it's way too expensive.
Hey,
It's
come on,
$6.
Honey Bear.
Except the Honey Bear. And King K. Rool, which so many people got salty over.
I don't even get that. Like, Meta Knight mask was revealed before
Exactly.
Meta Knight was playable, and then...
And now Samus has a costume.
Yeah, Samus, there's a Link costume,
Yeah.
Mega Man, I'm sure there's others I'm forgetting right now.
So, I feel like that doesn't deconfirm anything, but people still got salty. I feel like the reason they got salty is because of the timing of it all. Because, like, that was around the time when all those rumors and things were going around and all the potential leaks, but they're all completely fake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, go enjoy. Go play on Hyrule Castle. It's a cool stage, even though they haven't changed it at all. The Omega form is kind of nice, though. Dragon Quest. A Dragon Quest thing happened. 11 got announced for 3DS and PS4, as well as NX, sort of. It's hard to tell if that's 100% happening or not.
In the event, they said it will be releasing on Nintendo's upcoming NX. But then afterwards, they said, what we meant was we're considering putting it on Nintendo's, which is probably Nintendo saying, you guys weren't supposed to talk about the NX.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Yeah, because the thing doesn't even have a name yet, so I don't know if they're allowed to say, oh, our game is coming to
And
this.
it hasn't been officially announced. Like, it was just kind of, we're working on it.
Mm-hmm. So, meh. Even though you mean Nintendo officially announced? Because they didn't mention it in E3, so I feel like that's kind of...
Well, still, it's not like an official, like, here it is.
Yeah, they haven't done, like, a big press release, like the Nintendo NX, whatever it's called.
Yeah, they haven't shown
the
it.
Nintendo GG system. But yeah, Dragon Quest. It looks cool. Have you ever played Dragon Quest? Are you a fan?
Never played it. It's one of the JRPGs I've kind of wanted to play. The 3DS seems kind of interesting how it... Apparently not all the time, like, people were kind of led to believe. I don't know if just mistranslation or poor communication. But how the top screen has the...
like more newer 3D
yeah,
visuals.
like how you'd expect a modern AAA RPG to look, and then the bottom screen has the 2D sprites.
Yeah, kind of like the traditional Dragon Quest games.
Yeah.
And even if it's not that way the entire time, I think it's really still cool that they give you the option. When I'm seeing this, I'm just thinking about Pokemon and how lazy Pokemon on 3DS is in comparison. I was tweeting like, step it up, Game Freak.
Especially since Dragon Quest IV is probably being designed for PS or 4. 11 is probably being designed for PS4 and then ported to 3DS. Which
It's actually a different studio, I think, that's making the two games.
I'd still imagine they're like basically the same game.
Oh yes, they have a similar like core. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yep.
like still, it's probably being designed for PS4. Then this other company's coming and porting it to 3DS, which
Right.
that's like even cooler that they're able to basically run the game twice, which apparently
Right,
takes
and
a lot of processing on the Wii U. I don't know how much
and
that
if
would
the-
take on
if the
3DS.
And I don't think it's a new 3DS exclusive. They were playing it on a new 3DS at the event, but it didn't seem like they said it was exclusive. So hopefully it's also on the old one. We'll see though.
Everyone I've seen just reported it as new or as 3DS.
Regular, right? The only other one I ever played was 9 because at the time a lot of my friends were really into that game. I never got really into it. It was fun, but I'll give this one a shot if it comes to North America, which it probably won't. Thanks, Square Enix. They really don't look like localizing Dragon Quest, if you guys don't know.
As far as, or from what I read, apparently 10's the only one that actually never released here. And the main reason people think it didn't release here is MMOs on consoles don't do very well.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I guess, the only ones that, because some of the spin-offs haven't come out, but that's because they're spin-offs. So hopefully we will see it, because it is a very core main series game.
and I think it's traditional JRPG. I don't think it's an MMO.
It's not an MMO. At least the 3DS one isn't. I don't know about the PS4.
And also, since this is launching, I think they want to launch it at the anniversary, which is May.
Yeah.
So if this is launching May 2016, then it can be assumed the NX version would be a launch title, which
and it would come out later. Yeah.
that's like pretty big, which you think Nintendo would want that
Yeah.
as a launch
I feel
title
like in
worldwide.
North America, that would really help the NX.
Even if Square Enix doesn't want to do it originally, Nintendo might put money into it or do it themselves or something.
That would be really nice. That would sell a lot of people on the system, I think. I'll check the game out again, like I said, if it comes here. And moving on to our last main stuff, I cannot speak whenever I do these goddamn podcasts. Splatoon, it's our last topic. We have a lot of things to talk about in terms of Splatoon, including the big updates coming on August 6th, and oh boy, I'm really excited by this. So we knew this update was coming. We knew it was coming in August. I'm really glad it's coming in the first week of August. And it includes a lot more than just what we originally thought, which was, improved matchmaking. It also includes level cap being increased to 50 in Turf War, ranked cap being increased from A+ to S+, which is just one rank above. 2 new weapon classes, which is like the bucket, I think it's called the Slosher, and the Splatling gun, which is a great name.
Did you hear last week when I was trying to describe it to BMAC? Because she knows about guns and I don't, and I was trying to give that it was Gatling gun, but I couldn't think of that.
Oh,
so
okay.
I just said, it's that big gun that has a lot of ammo in it, and then you put the trigger and it takes a couple seconds, there's and she's like, a machine gun?
Not quite. Yeah.
Well, that was a pretty terrible discussion.
That was alright, yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. You can basically you can be the heavy in Splatoon now.
Oh, I should have said that.
Yeah,
Weapon
the heavy
uses. I didn't even think of that.
And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, there's 40 new pieces of gear, and this is all free, so I'm really excited. Are you gonna try out this new stuff?
Eventually, probably. Also, are the new maps that were in the trailer Japan uploaded with most of this stuff, are they coming with the update, or are they coming future?
I don't think so. I think they'll be coming later. Because I don't think Nintendo America mentioned any maps about the update.
Okay. And the biggest stuff, private lobbies.
Oh, yes, so good. You can totally customize them. You can do 1v1 if you want to. You can choose the map, the mode. I'm so glad that feature's finally here. Even if it's taken a while, it's better late than never. And I feel like this is just going to make it much easier to play with friends whenever I want, however I want. I like it. And I can play ranked battle without worrying about my freaking rank going down. For once.
It kind of sucks that stuff in private lobbies doesn't give you points.
I guess it makes sense though, because technically you could like farm for points, like have one team just purposely do nothing and get like a ton of points.
Yeah, just have like, okay, for an hour,
Yeah.
just have your game running and like go do something else, and
We'll like get a million
yeah,
points.
and then we'll do the same thing for you afterwards, or
So I can kind of understand it.
me being like, hey guys, I have to work today. No one's gonna need the Wii U. Does anyone want to just farm against me?
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool that that's coming. In addition to the private battles, there's something called like squad battles, which is in a ranked battle team with friends and go online. Not for Turf War, just for ranked battle, but I guess it's cool that it's there. And you can either do 4 of you, or 2 of you and joining another group of 2 against 2 other groups of 2.
I'd like to point out that Will mentioned when the private lobbies join, before they actually mentioned the squad thing, he said BK should make the Squiddle Squad. So I think Nintendo listens to Nintendo Unleashed.
There you go.
It's been confirmed.
And the other thing I like is when you're doing Squid Squad with 4 other people, it's called the quad Squid Squad. There's like 4. I really like that. So that update's coming soon. In addition, I guess to sort of tie in with that update, Urchin Underpass is getting slightly remodeled between August 2nd and 5th. They released this blueprint image, and we don't know if that actually correlates with the changes they'll make. But Game Explain did a video on that if you want to check it out. And I don't really know why they're rearranging it. I don't see any problems with the map, but all right then.
Some people have said because in the middle there's not really anywhere to hide, whereas other maps do have places to hide. And especially,
Can you hide on those upper parts though, like those lanes?
Well, that's where like a lot of people like stand and just in splat zones, just like destroy the people trying to fill the zone.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And
so I guess they could add another.
If they're like a charger, they can stand up there and just hit everyone in the spot zone, and it can't be hit back.
True. So hopefully that's a cool remodel. Interesting that it coincides with the update, so I wonder if there'll be anything special. I don't know.
It's also kind of weird and funny at the same time how they're actually like closing it.
Yeah, like, yeah, they're kind of like making a scene out of it, like making it seem like it has a lore to it,
Yeah, like any other game would have just on the big August update been like, we also changed Urchin Underpass.
Right. But they're like, it's under construction. Don't go in. It would be pretty cool if you could get that map be like you couldn't walk past the spawn point because there was like a bunch of construction tape. Like you could shoot past the tape, but you can't walk past it. You could swim under it as a squid. People would figure that out pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it would just be all like under construction. That would actually be pretty cool. Like a bunch of cranes and stuff. That's just me being weird though. And also 2 weapons are being added. The first one I have no idea how to pronounce.
Inkbrush Novu.
Novu, got it. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? Neat.
New in French.
Nice. So it's new. There you go. As well as the ranged blaster, which I'm gonna guess is a blaster with more range.
Yeah.
So that's neat. I'm not a huge fan of the blaster weapons or the ink brush, but I'll try them out as I always do. I really enjoy the test range, like that firing range area. So I'll try them out there.
Those are both being added tonight in about an hour, so nice. They'll be out when you're listening to this.
Sweet. And lastly, the 3rd Splatfest for North America has been announced. These things are coming out quick. It is, which do you like to grill more, hot dogs or marshmallows?
Roast over a campfire.
Roast. My bad. And I think we're both team marshmallows.
Yeah.
It seems like looking on Twitter, the vast majority is marshmallows.
Because, as I said on Twitter, like, most people don't roast hot dogs over the campfire.
Yeah, and a lot of people roast marshmallows. Like, that's just a thing.
That's like a staple of going camping. Right. You roast marshmallows over the fire.
Yeah.
But while people sometimes roast hot dogs, more bring like propane barbecues and barbecue them because it's easier to control a barbecue than a campfire.
Right.
And
What I hope, I guess my prediction for this is that, uh, like the cats versus dogs one, um, I feel like hot dogs will have more wins, but marshmallows will take it just by popularity. That's my guess.
yeah, I think marshmallows are definitely gonna have more popularity.
I think like by far.
I really
Um,
think they
I,
should have, instead of what do you like roasting on a campfire more, they should have done like what do you like doing at a campfire or with a campfire more, roasting marshmallows or like singing, telling ghost
yeah,
stories.
yeah, yeah. Like ghost stories or roasting marshmallows. Yeah.
Because those are at least like things people like common everyone
The
does.
things that people associate with campfires. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hot dogs. I guess maybe some people, but not most people.
and a
Uh,
lot of people also are reading it as which do you prefer, hot dog or marshmallow?
exactly. That's what I thought it was. Connor had to point out that it was not that, so it hasn't really been made clear.
And
Um,
and that seems like such a random
yeah, it's like
comparison.
those are two completely different. That's like oranges and apples. It's like, what do you like more, meat on a bread or sweet sugar ball?
Yeah, like most people, like I think we even when we were talking about potential Splatfest things,
Mm.
we we said like hot dogs versus
Hot dogs versus
hamburgers.
hamburgers. Yeah, but like marshmallow versus hot dog.
Like why?
Like, okay.
Also,
Um,
I noticed a pattern with Splatfest Japan. They keep having like sponsorship brand
yeah.
competitions.
Mm.
Europe keeps being like kind of level, and then here we're just like, here's two random things that barely have anything to do with each other besides dog versus cat.
Dogs and cats, yeah. And I think water slides and roller coasters kind of, they're both like the only theme park rides.
Yeah, they're both theme park rides, but still,
It's kind of random.
yeah, like water slide, swimming pools have them too, and you
True.
can have those like basically just playground slides, but they lead into a small like pool in someone's backyard type thing.
Of ink. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's the Splatfest, and to sweeten the deal, good pun because marshmallows.
Huh.
It seems like Callie's Team Marshmallow, so all the better.
It's also happening August 7th. Don't
Yep.
think we mentioned that. The day after
Yeah,
the big update.
which is nice. Get to enjoy the game with more stuff. But that's it for our news and things. Let's move on to our beautiful questions this week.
Something I just thought of though.
Oh yeah.
On Splatfest days, you're like forced to play Splatfest. Ranked isn't included. Does that mean like if you wanted to play with your friends, are you forced to not be able to the day
Yes,
after that was released?
So that's kind of weird timing, but at least it's not the same day of.
That would be incredibly stupid.
Yeah. So questions. What if Nintendo did not turn down the offer with Sony? From Brandon D's 55. D's nuts. uh, God, sorry. This is completely off topic, but I was watching Majora's Mask runs on SGDQ, and whenever they would mention like Dark Nuts or Deku Nuts, the chat would just go wild with these nuts. Anyway, moving on. I'm guessing he's talking about that thing that came up a little while ago with like the Nintendo PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it was that or if it was talking about the movie thing.
Mm.
But I think it's the PlayStation because the movie thing, technically we don't know if Nintendo actually turned that down or if something happened to stop it or if it's still going on just like delayed for whatever reason.
Yeah, we just don't really know about that.
And
What would happen?
I don't think them making a movie is that eventful anyway. Like, ooh, they made
Like,
pixels.
ooh, wow. Yeah, oh God, we should talk about that. I guess that would be cool.
Game space
hard-
would be different.
Yeah,
Like
It's hard-
PS2 wouldn't have existed.
it's hard to predict how that would have changed the current stance of or the current state of things. Would Microsoft be so big into games? We don't know, but things would be different, that's for sure, because there would be less competition, or at least I shouldn't say that, but the competition would be different. We don't know what it would be like. We don't know
Sega
if-
would still be in. 'Cause
Probably.
PS2 is what killed the Dreamcast.
Yeah, so Sega would probably be still doing systems.
Well,
Nintendo could
potentially,
be.
I mean, they might have done
Yeah.
something else to
You
screw
never
up.
know. Nintendo could be very different from what it is now, for all we know. A lot of things could happen. That's a tough question to answer, but it is an interesting one to think about. Next is why can't BMAC review anime, even though she does what she wants from BMAC? Well, I don't know. It's a good question.
It's because ARMS signed a contract saying only Connor's allowed to review anime. Sorry.
Ooh, all right. There's that answer. Um, and next from the person with the terrible username, which 3 games would you recommend to a new Vita or new 3DS owner? Well, I don't have a Vita, so I can't say that. What about you, Connor? What are your thoughts?
Uh, I guess Persona 4, Tearaway, and
Little Big Planet?
that's like a really mediocre game, and the
You
only
think?
good part about it was like the community levels, and they turned online off for Little
Oh,
Big
they
Planet
did?
Vita.
Ooh. All right, well, there's...
So I'd say just buy 1, 2, or 3 because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure all of those still have the online up.
Mm-hmm.
But the main problem is most of the Vita games I play are on PS4 or PS3 or like PC or something,
Mm-hmm.
and very rarely would I say it's better to get them on the Vita.
Yeah.
Like I like how visual novels play on Vita and smartphone better than PC, so I guess take your pick of a visual novel that's on the Vita.
There you go. Quality answer. Get the best visual novel.
Hatful Boyfriend there.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Is that out soon or it just came out or something?
It came out last week, I think.
Oh, it's beautiful. And last question. Why you hate on my waifus from ARMS MXC?
Hey, we didn't say 3DS.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well,
We have a
if you
video
don't...
on that.
Yeah. Oh, we did. You should... Oh, plug that. Yeah.
Oh,
We
wow.
made
We finally got rid of it.
we made a video, top 10 3DS games. Check it out. It's very good. I guess these are our personal recommendations. It might be different from the video because those scrubs voted down Kid Icarus Uprising. But I'm going to say this is if you don't have a Wii U. And that's why Smash Bros. Is on here. Do you agree with Smash Bros?
If you don't
I think
have a
Smash
Wii
3DS
U,
is
I
really
agree.
good. Yeah. And I think Kid Icarus as well. And Zelda, what do you call it? Like Between Worlds. Those are my 3 at least. I just love those games to death. I think they show what the 3DS can do very well.
I'd probably replace Smash 3DS with Kirby or
Got
Triple
it.
Deluxe.
That's cool. Gotta have some Kirby in there. So yeah, that's that question. Oh, and yes, last question. Why you hate on my waifus from ARMS?
Because they're terrible.
Ooh, burn. I mean, Connor, I know Connor very well. In terms of waifus, he likes his waifus, and that's it. Yeah, your waifu's not real. Your waifu's trash. But yeah, ARMS. I apologize for Connor's waifu hate. You do you.
I don't even, like, the only waifus of his I even know anything about are the ones he stole from me.
Ooh.
So, I can't even judge.
Mm. If he steals waifus, you're allowed to hate.
He does. He stole Megumi and Mio from me.
Wow, not allowed. You just can't do that, ARMS.
Speaking of Megumi, you should go watch Food Wars episode 17.
You should. Oh, shout out to Food Wars because I started watching it. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, episode 3, you'll see Megumi.
Yay.
Yeah. Also, go watch School Live or Live. I asked both Crunchyroll and Yen Press how to pronounce if it's Live or Live, and neither of them responded. So, rip. However, Yen Press did retweet me when I was praising them. So, I think that's just a quality company there.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch episode 4 of that. Apparently the anime kind of screwed something up majorly from the manga, and this episode seems to be trying to fix it. So if you got mad at it for screwing up from the manga, go watch this episode, I guess.
Go be happy.
And my review of Cursed Sight, I think the embargo lifts Monday, so it's not out yet. Rip in peace.
Sad. And yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blaze Kick Media. We make cool videos and also podcasts. Doesn't really, I mean, I guess it's technically a video, but you don't really see stuff. You just listen. Unless you want to stare at our logo for an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
You can also subscribe on iTunes and rate us. Give us 5 stars if you enjoy.
Give
Visit and
us
like us on
1 star.
1 star if you hate me.
We want to be the worst rated podcast.
Hey, people see us that way. Maybe.
Why is this podcast rated so low?
Oh, it's amazing. Visit and like us on Facebook. More Blaze Kick Media on there as well. Follow us on Twitter at BlazeKickTweets. My Twitter is Dashy007.
Mine is 331.
Nice. Also follow Guy Fieri on Twitter. And visit BlazeKick.com for more great games.
Visit BlazeKick.com for gaming news, reviews, and more. Bye, love you.
It's a war out there every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta pray for the roots, pretty cool, got an out in the face of this out street. When your friends and boss look alike on the face of it, they miss the history, but they fight all the place in it. Yeah, they fight all the place in it. Had it other times, they just had the love goes by. I know it's not your fault to say, but there ain't no other way. So step on up to the place. Need to face what can spread on into the light of us. Step on up to the place. 'Cause this ain't no game. It's time to make history, yeah.
Mine is 331.
Nice. Also follow Guy Fieri on Twitter. And visit BlazeKick.com for more great games and Guy Fieri recipes.
Oh! I thought you were just plugging some random guy. I'm like, why?
Guy Fieri the God.
I'm so sorry for laughing. I didn't know he died. Well, that was awkward.
Yep. Wait, did Guy Fieri die?
I don't know. You said rest in peace.
Whoa, did I say rest in peace? When was that?
You
My
said-
memory's failing me right now.
You said go follow Guy Fieri. May he rest in peace.
Whoa, did I say that?
Yes.
It's kind of out of my mouth. Alright then. That came out of nowhere. Guy Fieri's alive and well.
Okay.
This is going to be a great blooper.
I thought you were just plugging him for like no reason, and then you said may he rest in peace. I'm like, what? He died? I didn't hear about that.
Guy Fieri's alive and well. Okay, well, let's do one of those text-to-voice things.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Just use Google Translate and do English to English. And then click the
All the others do Google Translate.
listen to thing.
Right. Google Translate. When all else fails, Google will help you. Okay, I'm ready.
Visit BlazeKick.com for gaming news, reviews, and more. Bye, love you.
Amazing. Hopefully it comes through.
I heard it, so it should.
Neat.
I should just leave that like whole thing in as a blooper.
Just that like 5-minute silence. Alarm's just gonna be like the.
We just passed an hour, so short enough.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna be like, the f-? This blooper?